Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason and today we are reading chapter 16 in the Gospel of John. And as soon as I started recording, my cat Abigail decides that she wants to be in the... yeah, she decided that she wanted to be a part of the camera, part of the video. Alright, anyway, so let's get started. So, the first part of chapter 16 is a continuation from chapter 15. So, the hatred of the world. So, this is the first part of the first 4 verses in chapter 16. I have said all these things to you to keep you from falling away. They will put you out of the synagogues. Indeed, the hour is coming when whoever kills you will think he is offering service to God. And they will do these things because they have not known the Father nor me. But I have said these things to you, that when their hour comes, you may remember that I told them to you. So that's the continuation of chapter 15. So Jesus is telling his disciples they will put them out of the synagogues. They'll kick them out and kill them. And then whoever kills them, they will think that they are offering service to God, but they have not known the Father nor Jesus. So they're thinking that they're doing service for God, but they're not. Alright, so let's go to the next section, the works of the Holy Spirit. I did not say these things to you from the beginning, because I was with you. But now I am going to him who sent me, and none of you ask me, where are you going? But because I have said these things to you, sorrow has filled your heart. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is to your advantage that I go away. For if I do not go away, the Helper will not come to you. But if I go, I will send him to you. And when he comes, he will convict the world concerning sin and righteousness and judgment. Concerning sin, because they do not believe in me. Concerning righteousness, because I go to the Father, and you will see me no longer. Concerning judgment, because the ruler of this world is judged. I still have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all truth, for he will not speak of his own authority, but whatever he hears, he will speak, and he will declare to you the things that are to come. He will glorify me, for he will take what is mine and declare it to you. All that the Father has is mine. Therefore I said that he will take what is mine and declare it to you. Okay, so Jesus noticed that his disciples are feeling sorrow in their hearts about him returning to the Father. So Jesus tells them it's to their advantage for him to return. Because if he doesn't return, then the Holy Spirit can't come to them. And then, so the Holy Spirit is the helper. I think I might. Okay, let me start over. Okay, so it's to their advantage that he returns to the Father. So that way the helper can come, which is the Holy Spirit. Without the helper, they won't gain any, they won't have that truth of Jesus. Won't have any further guidance from Jesus. So the Holy Spirit So when the Holy Spirit comes, He will come into the world concerning righteousness and concerning judgment, because the rulers of this world is judged. So the rulers have been judged, but He's also, I guess what I was trying to say, the Holy Spirit's will be coming to be given to Jesus' disciples, so that way they can continue to know the truth, and the Holy Spirit will teach them. And I've learned, when I got into reading, I started reading David Hernandez, and one of his book is about where the Holy Spirit is within the whole of the Bible. And so that's why I'm kind of big in the Holy Spirit, because when I pray for Him, I thank Him for being my teacher, my mentor, and my best friend, because He wants that friendship. He wants that relationship. When you're reading, He's teaching you. When you ask questions, He's mentoring you. So this gift, the Holy Spirit, that gift that Jesus gave us, is really powerful, and He's always there. Just ask Him for help, for guidance, and He's willing to give it to them. So the Holy Spirit will guide the disciples and us to the truth. He will glorify Jesus. He will speak of what is Jesus and declare it to you. And that's what He did with. That's what Jesus sent Him to do with the disciples, with His disciples. Sorry, I pre-wrote this before I recorded and sometimes I confuse myself. So I apologize for that. So let's continue reading. Your sorrow will turn into joy. A little while you will see me no longer, and again a little while and you will see me. So some of His disciples said to one another, What is this that He is saying to us? A little while, and you will not see me. Again, a little while, and you will see me. And because I am going to the Father. So they were saying, What does He mean by a little while? We do not know what He is talking about. Jesus knew that they wanted to ask Him, so He said to them, Is this what you are asking yourselves? What I meant by saying a little while and you will not see me, and again a little while and you will see me? Truly, truly, I say to you, you will weep and lament, but the world will rejoice. You will be sorrowful, but your sorrow will turn into joy. When a woman is giving birth, she has sorrow because her hour has come. But when she has delivered the baby, she no longer remembers the anguish for the joy that a human being has been born into the world. So also you have sorrow now, that I will see you again, and your hearts will rejoice, and no one will take your joy from you. In that day you will ask nothing of me. Truly, truly, I say to you, whatever you ask of the Father in my name, He will give it to you. Until now you have asked nothing in my name. Ask and you will receive, that your joy may be full. Alright, so your sorrow will turn into joy. That section, which is verse 16 to verse 24. So the disciples didn't understand what Jesus meant. He will be here a little while longer and returning to the Father. And they discussed it among themselves, and Jesus heard them. So Jesus told them, You may be sorrowful now and weep for me, while the world rejoices. But your sorrow will become joy when you see me again. Your hearts will rejoice, and no one can take that joy away from you. So what he's telling them, that he's going away, but you're going to see me again. And that's true when we continue reading this book, or this book of John, the Gospel of John. We should already know, but we're gonna see he's gonna come to them again. So he's telling them that, hey, look, you're gonna be sad, and while the world rejoices that I'm no longer here, you may be sad, but fear not, because that sadness is gonna be turned into joy, because I'm gonna come back to you. So that's what Jesus is telling them. And then Jesus told them to ask the Lord in His name, and He will give it to them. And He's also, and as we read it, He's also telling us that we can do the same thing. So you will receive that. You will receive that, and your joy will be full. So He's saying that they can ask, and they'll receive it, and their joy will be full. And that's the same for us. We can ask, and our joy will receive it, and our joy will be full. Now, granted, what we're asking, if it harms us or if it doesn't serve the Lord, you may not get what you're asking for. But the Lord will give you something better that's going to serve Him and you at the same time. So just be if you do ask something and you didn't receive it, just know that the Lord has something better in mind for you. All right, let's go to this is going to be the last section of this chapter. I have overcome the world. I have said these things to you in figure of speech. The hour is coming when I no longer speak to you in figures of speech, but will tell you plainly about the Father. And that day you will ask in my name, and I do not say to you that I will ask the Father on your behalf. For the Father Himself loves you, because you have loved me, and have believed that I came from God. I came from the Father, and have come into the world, and now I am leaving the world and going to the Father. His disciple said, "Ha! Now you are speaking plainly and not using figurative of speech. Now we know that you know all things and do not need anyone to question you. This is why we believe that you came from God." Jesus answered them, "Do you now believe? Behold, the hour is coming. Indeed, it has come. And when you will be scattered, each to his own home, and will leave me alone. Yet I am not alone, for the Father is with me. I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulations, but your heart, I have overcome the world." All right. So Jesus. So in that section, Jesus tells His disciples that He's no longer going to speak in figuratively, but He's going to speak plainly, because His hour has come and He is returning to the Father. And Jesus plainly told them that the Father loves them because they have loved Jesus, and they believe that Jesus came from God. And I just want to read verse 28. I came from the Father and have come into the world, and now I am leaving the world and going to the Father. So that's Him telling them plainly, this is what's going to happen. I came into the world, now I am leaving the world and going back to the Father. So Jesus told His disciples and us, in Him we may find peace, and in the world we will have tribulations. But take heart, Jesus has overcome the world. Which means that if Jesus overcome through our faith of Jesus and the Lord and the Holy Spirit, or the Trinity, whatever tribulations that we're going through them, we can overcome it with them. So the reason why my notes, I'm going to explain the reason why I include us is because as we read the words from the pages of the Bible, he is also speaking to us. So he's telling the disciples when he was there. But since we're reading his book, God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit's book, since we're reading it, he's speaking to us too. So it is true, in him we have peace. So in the past, in my past 3 years, I have gone through tribulations, but through that tribulation, I started seeking God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and I have peace. I feel peaceful now. Granted, there's recently I got a new job, so trying to get everything in order, and praying not to fall back in my old self when I did have a job. So I had, for the past week, I had a little up and down, but yeah, and that's going to be understandable because we're not perfect, but we just got to continue our faith with God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and we're going to find that peace, and they're going to help us through our tribulations. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and keep on reading, my friends.